Imagine for a moment that you have access to everything you've always dreamed of: a full life, abundant wealth, love, inner peace, and success. Sounds good, right? Now, let me ask you something important. What do you think it takes to reach that place? Most people would tell you it requires hard work, sacrifice, or maybe even luck. But what if I told you that true abundance isn't something found outside of you? What if I told you you already have everything you need, but you just don't know it yet? Abundance, that word we all seek, isn't something to be earned through hard labor or the accumulation of material goods. Abundance is a state of mind, a vibration that exists in the present moment, right here, right now. It's an infinite resource that flows when we allow our mind and energy to align with the belief that we deserve more, that we are worthy of prosperity in all its forms. This concept of abundance has been central to various philosophies throughout history, from Buddhism to the law of attraction. From ancient sages to modern thinkers, it has been taught that the universe holds infinite abundance, but only those who align themselves with it, allowing it to flow into their lives, experience its power. Abundance is not something you reach for. It is something you attract and receive. So, why don't we all experience abundance? The answer lies in our beliefs. For years, we've been taught that money and success are limited, that we must fight for them, that only a lucky few can access the life of our dreams. But the truth is, all of this is based on limiting beliefs. Money is not finite. Prosperity is not exclusive. And the universe holds an infinite supply of everything you can imagine. But only those who understand this and are willing to change their mindset gain access to this abundance. Think about the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who spoke of inner prosperity, the peace and well-being that come from being in harmony with ourselves and the universe, or the wisdom of Taoism, which teaches us that abundance is not an achievement, but a state of being where everything flows naturally when we release control and go with the flow of life. When we learn to let go of our worries, our resistance, and align with the natural flow of the universe, we find that abundance is a constant that is always available to us. What if I told you that true abundance lies within you? That the only work you need to do is align your mind and beliefs with the certainty that you deserve the best. It's not about having more, it's about being more. Abundance isn't just about money. It's about health, love, success, and above all, peace of mind. Since ancient times, many cultures have taught the same. What you believe about yourself and the world is what you will receive. If you believe you deserve abundance, if you believe the universe is everything you desire for you, then all you have to do is open yourself up to receive it. And that's exactly what we'll do here. Because this journey isn't just about attracting more things. It's about a deep, transformative shift in how you see life, how you see yourself, and how you relate to what's around you. So, next time you think about abundance, remember, it's not about what you have. It's about how you see the world and what you believe belongs to you. Because if you can change your beliefs, you can change your life. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract abundance, while others struggle despite their hard work? The key lies in the power of your mind. Your mind is not just a tool for thinking. It's a powerful force that shapes your reality. But here's the catch. Most people are unaware of how their thoughts are guiding their life, often leading them in directions they never intended. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that's what will grow. But if you plant seeds of belief, positivity, and possibility, you'll begin to see a life full of abundance. The mind, when unlocked and aligned with abundance, becomes a powerful magnet for everything you desire. This process starts with one fundamental concept: awareness. Before you can change your mind, you must first recognize what's currently influencing it. Think about the last time you had a limiting thought or belief. Did it stop you from taking action? Did it hold you back from pursuing your dreams? The truth is, we all have these unconscious beliefs, but most of the time, we don't even realize they're controlling our actions. You may have been conditioned over time to think that abundance is reserved for a select few, those who are lucky or who come from wealthy backgrounds. But the truth is, abundance is available to everyone. regardless of background, circumstances, or past experiences. And it all starts with unlocking the power of your mind. The concept of mental conditioning isn't new. In fact, it dates back to ancient wisdom teachings. The law of attraction, popularized by thinkers like Napoleon Hill and Rohn, is all about training your mind to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Hill's book Think and Grow Rich emphasize that if you can think positively about your goals and believe you are worthy of success, you will start to see opportunities and results manifest in your life. However, unlocking your mind is more than just thinking positively. It's about reprogramming the subconscious. The subconscious mind is like a computer. What you feed it is what it will produce. If you constantly feed it thoughts of lack, fear, or unworthiness, it will create more of those experiences. But if you start feeding it thoughts of abundance, confidence, and possibility, you will start seeing the world through a new lens. The ancient Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, believed that we are not disturbed by events, but by our judgments of them. This means that our minds create our reality by interpreting the world around us. When we begin to shift our perception from scarcity to abundance, everything changes. We stop seeing obstacles and start seeing opportunities. To unlock your mind, you must first challenge your old beliefs. Ask yourself, what do I truly believe about myself? About money? About success? Are these beliefs helping me or limiting me? Do they align with the life I want to create? These are difficult questions, but they are the key to unlocking your true potential. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's time to reframe them. For example, if you've always believed that you must work extremely hard to earn money, begin to shift your thinking to the idea that you can work smart, align with your passions, and receive abundance effortlessly. This simple shift in mindset can open doors you never thought possible. But it's not enough to just think about abundance. You have to feel it. The law of vibration tells us that everything in the universe is energy, including our thoughts. When you align your thoughts with positive emotions, you begin to attract the abundance you desire. Visualizing your dreams as already accomplished and feeling the joy and gratitude as if they've already come true activates the law of attraction and sets the universe into motion to bring your desires to life. To unlock your mind fully, you need to create space for new ideas, new beliefs, and new ways of thinking. This is a key to transforming your life. To stop living in autopilot, governed by the old beliefs and habits that have kept you stuck, and to consciously choose thoughts that serve your greater good. The world is full of infinite possibilities, but it's only when you unlock your mind that you can truly tap into them. Remember, abundance doesn't just come from hard work or luck. It comes from unlocking your potential by changing the way you think and feel. It's about stepping into your power, knowing that you deserve everything that life has to offer. When you do that, you'll see the world open up in ways you've never imagined. The most powerful force shaping your reality is the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world around you. These beliefs, formed throughout your life, are like invisible barriers that determine how far you can go, what you can achieve, and what you believe is possible. The truth is, most of us are unknowingly held back by limiting beliefs that prevent us from experiencing true abundance. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you caught yourself thinking, I can't do that, I'm not good enough, or that's just for other people, not me? These thoughts are not just fleeting doubts. They are deeply ingrained beliefs that influence every decision you make. These beliefs shape your actions, your energy, and your vibration. They create your reality. But what if I told you that these beliefs are not truths? They are just stories you've been telling yourself. And like any story, they can be rewritten. You have the power to change them. The first step is recognizing the beliefs that limit you and understanding where they came from. Many of our limiting beliefs are formed in childhood, through experiences with family, friends, society, or school. For example, you may have grown up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, you're not good with numbers, or you need to work hard to earn money. These statements, although often well-intentioned, create a narrative in your mind that guides your actions and decisions later in life. The truth is, money is energy, and wealth is not reserved for a lucky few. It's available to anyone who understands how to shift their mindset and open themselves up to receive it. Yet, many people unknowingly block themselves from abundance because they hold on to limiting beliefs about money and success. One of the most common limiting beliefs is that there's not enough to go around. This belief of scarcity leads people to feel competitive, anxious, and fearful of losing what they have. It's a belief that the universe has a finite supply of wealth, success, and happiness. And if someone else has it, that means less for you. But here's the truth. The universe is abundant and there is more than enough for everyone. Abundance isn't a competition. It's a flow that anyone can tap into. When you stop viewing life through the lens of scarcity and start seeing it through abundance, you'll begin to realize how much opportunity is already available to you. Another limiting belief many people hold is that they're not worthy of wealth or success. Maybe you've internalized the idea that you need to work incredibly hard or sacrifice your happiness in order to deserve success. This belief often stems from the idea that wealth is for special people or that it's somehow wrong to want to be financially successful. But the truth is, you are worthy of abundance simply by being you. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone or work yourself into ground to deserve success. It is your birthright to live a life of abundance. The key to breaking free from these limiting beliefs is to recognize that they are simply thoughts that were adopted over time. They are not facts. They are stories you tell yourself. And like any story, they can be rewritten. The first step is to question them. Is this belief serving me? Is this belief based on facts or assumptions? Does this belief align with the life I want to create? Once you begin to question your limiting beliefs, you can start replacing them with empowering ones. For example, if you have the belief that money is hard to come by, begin to replace it with money comes to me easily and effortlessly. If you believe I'm not good enough to succeed, start telling yourself, I am more than capable of achieving my goals. Repeating these new beliefs consistently and allowing them to become a part of your daily thoughts will start to reprogram your subconscious mind. Affirmations can be a powerful tool in shifting your beliefs. By repeating positive statements about yourself and your life, you gradually shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. In fact, studies have shown that repeating affirmations can actually rewire your brain, creating new neural pathways that support your new beliefs. Another powerful practice is visualization. Imagine your ideal life in vivid detail. What does it look like? Feel like? What does it sound like? By visualizing your goals as already achieved, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind that success and abundance are not only possible, but inevitable. But the most important thing is to believe in your worthiness. It all starts with knowing, deep in your core, that you are deserving of all the abundance that the universe has to offer. When you truly believe that you are worthy, you stop holding on to limiting beliefs, and you start making choices that align with your highest good. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. Your beliefs shape your world, and by changing them, you can unlock the door to the abundant life you've always wanted. It's time to let go of the old stories that no longer serve you and step into a new reality where you are worthy of everything you desire. You have the power to break free from limiting beliefs and create a life of limitless abundance. Gratitude is often seen as a simple act of saying thank you, but in reality, it holds a profound power that can transform every aspect of your life. When you understand the true power of gratitude, you begin to see that it is not just a passive emotion, but an active force that can attract more what you desire: abundance, success, love, and joy. At its core, gratitude is about acknowledging the goodness that already exists in your life. It's about recognizing that even amidst challenges, there is always something to be thankful for. This simple shift in perspective can change everything. Gratitude opens the door to abundance by shifting your focus away from lack and scarcity and onto the wealth that already surrounds you. One of the most profound teachings on gratitude comes from Oprah Winfrey, who has repeatedly emphasized the transformative power of gratitude in her life. Oprah has often shared how keeping a gratitude journal has been a key practice in her personal growth. Each day, she writes down things she is grateful for, no matter how small they may seem. This simple act, she says, has helped her cultivate a mindset of abundance and shifted her focus away from the challenges she faces. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable, she views them as opportunities for growth and learning. But gratitude is more than just a daily practice. It is a way of being. When you cultivate gratitude as a habit, it becomes an energy that resonates in every aspect of your life. You begin to attract more of what you focus on. If you're constantly focused on what you don't have or what's wrong, you'll continue to attract those same circumstances. However, when you focus on what is working, what you have, and what's going right, you invite more of that into your life. Ancient wisdom traditions have long understood the importance of gratitude. In the teachings of Buddhism, gratitude is not just an emotion. It's a practice of cultivating mindfulness. Buddhists believe that gratitude leads to a greater sense of peace and contentment. By appreciating the present moment, one can release attachment to the past and future and simply embrace the beauty of what is. This practice of mindfulness helps remove the mental clutter that keeps us from seeing the abundance that surrounds us every day. Gratitude also has a scientific basis. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can have a profound effect on your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. A study conducted by Dr. Robert Emmons, a leading researcher in the field of gratitude, found that people who regularly practice gratitude experience a greater sense of well-being, improved health, and stronger relationships. The act of being thankful releases dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters that are responsible for feelings of happiness and contentment. Simply put, gratitude makes us feel good, and feeling good attracts more of what we desire. The law of attraction also emphasizes the importance of gratitude. According to this law, like attracts like, the more you express gratitude for the abundance in your life, the more you will attract. When you are thankful for the small things, the sunrise, a good cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, you are essentially tuning your energy to a higher vibration. This higher vibration attracts more positive experiences, more opportunities, and more abundance. To practice gratitude effectively, it's important to focus on the feeling, not just the words. Don't just say thank you because it's the right thing to do. Say it with genuine feeling. Let your heart swell with appreciation for what you have. This energy of gratitude is magnetic. The more deeply you feel thankful, the more you begin to see how abundant your life truly is. Start today by making a list of things you are grateful for. It can be anything: your health, your family, your home, your job, or even the simple joys of life like laughter or a beautiful sunset. Take a moment each day to express gratitude, either through writing or just a silent reflection. Over time, you'll begin to notice a shift in your energy. The more you express gratitude, the more you will feel grateful. And as you feel more grateful, you'll find that more things in your life will align with that positive energy. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, be the change that you wish to see in the world. If you want to live a life of abundance, start by cultivating a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude is the key to unlocking the abundance you deserve. It opens your heart, shifts your energy, and aligns you with the flow of the universe. So, choose to live with gratitude and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. The subconscious mind is an incredibly powerful force. In fact, it is said that up to 95% of our daily actions, thoughts, and behaviors are influenced by our subconscious. This means that most of the decisions we make, the habits we form, and even the beliefs we hold are not consciously chosen. They are programmed into us over the years through repeated experiences, thoughts, and messages from the world around us. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is essential if you want to break free from old patterns, overcome limiting beliefs, and step into a life of abundance. It's about shifting the programming that no longer serves you and replacing it with empowering thoughts and beliefs that align with your true potential. Let's break this down a bit more. Think about how a computer works. When you install a new program, the computer system begins to follow the commands of that program, overriding any old programs that were running. In the same way, the subconscious mind operates as a program that follows patterns and beliefs, some of which are helpful and some of which may be holding you back. The first step in reprogramming your subconscious mind is becoming aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are limiting you. It's important to take an honest look at your current reality and ask yourself, what beliefs do I hold about money, success, relationships, and myself? Are these beliefs serving me or are they holding me back? Many of us carry negative or limiting beliefs that were formed in childhood. Maybe you were told, money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work really hard to be successful. These beliefs may have been true for the people around you at the time, but they don't have to be true for you. The good news is you have the power to change them. One powerful way to reprogram your subconscious mind is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself with the intention of rewiring your subconscious by repeating empowering phrases like, I am worthy of success, money flows to me easily, or I attract abundance effortlessly. You begin to change the neural pathways in your brain, creating new patterns of thought that align with your desires. It's important to note that simply saying these affirmations once or twice won't necessarily create immediate results. To reprogram your subconscious, you must repeat these affirmations consistently and with deep conviction. The more emotion you can bring into the affirmation, the more powerful it becomes. Feel the words in your body, envision your success, and believe in the possibility of your desires. Over time, your subconscious mind will start to accept these new beliefs as truths. Another powerful tool for reprogramming the subconscious mind is visualization. Visualization involves imagining your ideal reality as if it has already come true. When you visualize yourself living a life of abundance, your mind begins to accept this vision as your new reality. You start to feel the emotions associated with this reality, whether it's the joy of financial freedom, the excitement of achieving your goals, or the peace of living in alignment with your true purpose. Visualization is like a mental rehearsal. Just like an athlete visualizes their performance before a big game, you can visualize your success to align your subconscious with your goals. The more vividly you can imagine your desired outcomes, the more your mind will start to act in ways that align with that vision. It's also crucial to understand that your beliefs about money, success, and abundance are not fixed. They are flexible and can be changed. The key is to identify the beliefs that limit you and replace them with beliefs that support your growth and success. The process of reprogramming your subconscious mind requires persistence and patience. It's like planting seeds in a garden. At first, you might not see any changes, but with consistent effort, you will start to see new beliefs take root and grow, eventually transforming your life. A helpful practice is to immerse yourself in environments and experiences that support your new beliefs. Surround yourself with people who have the mindset of abundance. Read books and watch content that inspire you to think bigger and take actions that align with the life you want to create. The more you surround yourself with positivity and abundance, the more your subconscious mind will begin to align with those ideas. One of the most transformative practices for reprogramming the subconscious mind is meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet your mind and access the deeper levels of your subconscious. During meditation, you can focus on your affirmations, visualize your success, and release old beliefs that no longer serve you. It's a powerful tool for deep inner work and transformation. Remember, the subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It responds to what you believe, what you feel, and what you focus on. So, if you want to create a life of abundance, you must first create that vision in your mind and believe it to be true. By consistently reprogramming your subconscious, you begin to align your thoughts, actions, and energy with the abundance you wish to attract. In the words of Dr. Joseph Murphy, author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, your subconscious mind is your partner in achieving your goals. When you learn to reprogram it, you unlock the door to limitless possibilities. Now is the time to take control of your subconscious programming. The life you desire is within your reach, and with the right mindset and consistent effort, you can reprogram your mind to create the abundant life you've always dreamed of. Wealth is not merely about having money. It's about creating an abundant mindset that allows you to attract financial prosperity and success. Many people think of wealth in terms of material possessions, but the true secret to attracting wealth lies in understanding the deeper principles that govern abundance. Wealth is a reflection of your inner state and the energy you project into the world. To attract wealth, you must first align your mindset and energy with the vibration of abundance. The concept of attracting wealth is rooted in the law of attraction, a principle that states that like attracts like. This means that the energy you put out into the world, whether positive or negative, will attract similar energy into your life. If you focus on lack, fear, and scarcity, you will attract more of those experiences. But if you focus on abundance, success, and prosperity, you will begin to draw wealth into your life. One of the key steps to attracting wealth is to shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Scarcity mindset operates under the belief that there is not enough to go around, that success and wealth are limited resources. People with a scarcity mindset often find themselves in competition with others, feeling like they must fight for a piece of the pie. On the other hand, an abundance mindset believes that the universe is full of unlimited opportunities, and there is more than enough for everyone. People with an abundance mindset are open to collaboration, sharing, and the belief that wealth is constantly flowing to them. To make this mindset shift, you need to become aware of the thoughts, beliefs, and habits that are rooted in scarcity. Ask yourself, what do I believe about money? Do I think it's hard to come by? Do I believe I'm not deserving of wealth? These beliefs are often deeply ingrained and can be difficult to change. But with conscious effort and self-awareness, you can begin to replace it with beliefs that support your financial abundance. One of the most powerful ways to align yourself with the energy of wealth is through gratitude. When you express gratitude for the money you already have, whether the small or large amount, you signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. The act of appreciating the money and wealth that is already present in your life raises your vibrational frequency and makes you a magnet for more. Another important aspect of attracting wealth is self-worth. Often, people who struggle to attract wealth have underlying beliefs that they are not deserving of financial success. This belief can come from past experiences, societal conditioning, or family dynamics. To attract wealth, you must first recognize and honor your own worth. You are worthy of wealth, success, and abundance, and the universe will reflect that belief back to you. One practice that many successful people use to attract wealth is visualization. Visualization involves imagining yourself already living the life you desire, including the wealth and success you want to attract. The more vividly you can imagine this reality, the more real it becomes in your subconscious mind. As you see yourself with wealth, your brain starts to believe that it is possible, and you begin to take the actions necessary to make that vision a reality. In addition to mindset, attracting wealth also requires taking inspired action. You can visualize all you want and say affirmations about abundance, but if you don't take steps toward your goals, the universe can't bring those opportunities to you. Wealth is attracted to those who are proactive, who seize opportunities, and who work toward their goals with intention and clarity. One of the most important steps in attracting wealth is to develop an attitude of generosity. It may sound counterintuitive, but the more you give, the more you receive. When you give freely, whether it's your time, knowledge, or resources, you create a flow of abundance. The act of giving signals to the universe that you are in the flow of abundance, and this opens the door for more wealth to come into your life. The teachings of renowned wealth expert T. Harv Eker emphasize the importance of wealth being a habit. He states that rich people think differently than poor people. They think about opportunities, they think about abundance, and they think about how they can give. The mindset of rich people is one of expansion, not limitation. They see opportunities everywhere, and they believe that wealth is a natural byproduct of their actions, not something to be chased. The key to attracting wealth is not about struggling or forcing it into your life. It's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of abundance. When you open yourself up to receiving, when you express gratitude for what you have, and when you believe in your own worth and the endless opportunities available to you, wealth begins to flow effortlessly into your life. So, how can you start attracting wealth today? Begin by shifting your mindset from one of scarcity to abundance. Practice gratitude for the wealth you have now, no matter how small. Visualize the financial success you desire and take inspired action toward your goals. And most importantly, remember that wealth is not just about money. It's about an abundant mindset, a prosperous life, and the willingness to open your heart to receive all the blessings that the universe has in store for you. As Jim Rohn, a well-known entrepreneur and motivational speaker, famously said, "Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become." When you align yourself with the energy of wealth and abundance, you attract success effortlessly. One of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, aspects of manifesting abundance in your life is learning the art of letting go and trusting. In our fast-paced, goal-oriented world, we often feel the need to control every outcome, every step along the way. We set our intentions, make plans, and try to steer our lives in a particular direction. While action is necessary to achieve our goals, the real magic happens when we surrender and trust the process. At its core, letting go is about releasing the need for control and accepting that things may not unfold exactly as we envision them. It's about trusting that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. The practice of letting go requires faith, not in a vague, abstract sense, but in the belief that everything is happening for you, not to you. This idea aligns with the wisdom of Eastern philosophies, particularly Buddhism, which teaches the importance of non-attachment. In the Buddha's teachings, attachment is seen as the root of suffering. When we cling too tightly to outcomes, desires, or expectations, we set ourselves up for disappointment. The key is not to abandon your desires or goals, but to release the attachment to the specific way they must come to fruition. By doing so, you open yourself up to a world of endless possibilities. Letting go isn't about being passive or indifferent. It's about finding balance. It's about knowing when to take action and when to step back and allow things to unfold naturally. Often, it's in those moments when we stop forcing things that they begin to fall into place. Surrendering allows us to create space for something greater to emerge, something we might not have been able to see when we were fixated on a specific outcome. This idea of surrendering is beautifully illustrated in the teachings of Eckhart Tolle, a spiritual teacher and author of The Power of Now. Tolle speaks about the importance of living in the present moment and letting go of the constant need for the future to unfold in a particular way. He writes, "Whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world." By releasing our expectations and trusting in the present moment, we free ourselves from the cycle of anxiety and frustration. Letting go and trusting is also closely related to faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the universe, and faith in the journey. The more you trust, the more you realize that everything is working out perfectly, even if it doesn't happen in the way you anticipated. The universe operates on a much grander scale than our human minds can comprehend. And when we try to control every detail, we often limit the infinite possibilities that exist for us. The law of divine timing is an essential aspect of this process. Divine timing suggests that everything happens when it's meant to. Sometimes we want things to happen on our timeline, but the universe knows the perfect time for everything to unfold. Trusting in divine timing allows you to release the tension around how and when things will happen. You stop forcing things to fit your plans and instead align yourself with the natural flow of life. Trust that when the time is right, the universe will deliver. The ability to let go and trust is especially important when it comes to money and wealth. Many people chase wealth relentlessly, believing that they need to control every detail in order to become rich. But wealth, like any form of abundance, flows more freely when we trust it is already on its way. Worrying about money creates more lack and resistance. When you trust that financial abundance is coming to you and that you deserve it, You create an energetic space for it to flow naturally into your life. In moments of doubt or fear, remember to return to your faith. Faith in the process, faith in yourself, and faith that the universe is conspiring to bring you everything you need. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Trust that by staying aligned with your intentions, the universe will provide you with the people, circumstances, and opportunities that will help you manifest your desires. This concept of letting go is often highlighted in quantum physics and the concept of non-locality, which suggests that particles are interconnected and can influence each other across vast distances, even when no physical connection exists. This idea reflects the notion that everything is interconnected in ways we may not fully understand. By letting go of our need to control, we tap into this interconnectedness and allow the universe to bring about opportunities and resources in ways we never imagined. To put this into practice, start by releasing control over one area of your life. This could be a project you're working on, a relationship, or even your financial situation. Take a step back and trust that it will work out. Let go of the outcome and allow space for the unexpected and the miraculous to enter your life. When you surrender, you stop fighting against the current, and instead, you flow with it. This is where the magic happens. Letting go and trusting is not a one-time act, but an ongoing practice. It's about cultivating the ability to remain present and peaceful, regardless of what's happening in your external world. As you continue to practice this art, you'll find that your life flows more smoothly, your desires manifest more effortlessly, and the abundance you seek comes to you in ways you never imagined possible. As Deepak Chopra, a world-renowned author and spiritual teacher, reminds us, when you let go, you create space for the universe to give you what you need. Trusting, surrendering, and letting go are not signs of weakness. They are signs of strength, wisdom, and deep understanding of the flow of life. Embrace the art of letting go and watch how your life transforms into one of ease, abundance, and deep fulfillment. The energy of money is often misunderstood. Many people see money as a mere physical object, as something separate from their true essence. However, money is much more than just paper or coins. It is a form of energy, a vibration that is constantly flowing and interacting with the world around us. Understanding the energy of money is a key part of unlocking the abundance that you desire. At its core, money operates on a very simple principle. It is a reflection of the energy you put into the world. Money flows where there is energy exchange, where there is value being given and received. This could be in the form of work, services, products, or ideas. Every time you give something of value to others, you are creating an energetic transaction. The more value you provide, the more energy you generate, and thus, the more you allow money to flow into your life. This idea is central to the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like, the energy you emit will attract similar energy. If you are vibrating at a frequency of abundance, you will attract abundance, including money. If you are vibrating at a frequency of scarcity, you will attract more scarcity. Your mindset, your emotions, and your beliefs about money all contribute to the vibration you put out into the world. If you hold on to limiting beliefs or negative emotions surrounding money, such as fear, guilt, or shame, these emotions create a resonance of lack, which blocks the flow of money into your life. But if you shift your mindset and cultivate positive beliefs about money, believing that it is abundant, that it flows easily, and that you are worthy of receiving it, you raise your vibration. This is the first step in transforming your relationship with money and unlocking the abundance that has always been available to you. In quantum physics, we learn that everything in the universe is made up of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Money is no exception. It is a form of energy, and just like all other forms of energy, it is constantly moving and changing. The more positively charged your relationship with money is, the more money will be drawn to you. The more you approach money with gratitude, respect, and an open heart, the more its energy will resonate with your own, creating a magnetic effect. A key concept to understand when it comes to the energy of money is that it flows. Money is not meant to be hoarded or stored away indefinitely. It is a fluid, dynamic energy that is designed to be circulated. When you hold on to money too tightly or fear spending it, you are essentially stopping the flow. You are telling the universe that there is not enough, which can result in the energy of money becoming stagnant. On the other hand, when you spend or invest money wisely, you are contributing to the flow of abundance, allowing it to circulate and return to you in greater amounts. This concept is beautifully reflected in the Chinese philosophy of Taoism, which teaches the idea of the Tao, or the flow of life. Taoism emphasizes the importance of going with the flow, being in harmony with the natural world, and letting go of control. Money, like all energy, follows this principle. When you allow it to flow freely, you are aligning yourself with the natural currents of abundance, which leads to greater prosperity. To raise your vibration and attract more money into your life, it's important to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with abundance. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can emit, and it is directly connected to the energy of money. When you are grateful for what you already have, you are sending out a message to the universe that you are open to receiving more. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, creating a mindset that attracts wealth and prosperity. Another important aspect of the energy of money is the value exchange. Money is simply a representation of value. When you provide value to others, money is an energetic exchange that reflects that value. It's important to understand that the more value you provide, the more money you will attract. This is why it is essential to focus on giving, whether through your work, your skills, your time, or your creativity. By focusing on how you can add value to the world, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Money is also a mirror for your beliefs about yourself and your worth. If you believe that you are worthy of receiving abundance, you are more likely to attract it. If you have deep-seated beliefs of unworthiness or self-doubt, you may unconsciously block the flow of money into your life. This is why it's so important to reprogram your subconscious mind and shift your beliefs to ones that support your abundance. By raising your self-worth and believing in your value, you open yourself up to receiving the financial abundance you desire. The energy of money also teaches us about balance. It is important to maintain balance in all areas of your life, especially when it comes to how you handle money. Money is a tool that should be used wisely, but it should never become the sole focus of your life. When you become obsessed with money, it creates an imbalance, which can lead to stress, anxiety, and burnout. Instead, view money as a tool for freedom, not as an end in itself. The true abundance in life comes from the balance between your financial goals and your personal well-being. By understanding and embracing the energy of money, you can transform your relationship with it. Instead of viewing it as a stressful or elusive concept, you begin to see it as an abundant and fluid energy that is available to you at all times. When you raise your vibration, release limiting beliefs, and align with abundance, you allow money to flow freely into your life, bringing with it the freedom and opportunity you desire. The law of abundance states that there is more than enough for everyone. When you align yourself with this truth and allow yourself to tap into the abundant energy of money, you'll find that the universe always provides. It's not about how much money you have, but about the energy you give and receive that determines your wealth. So, take a moment today to assess your relationship with money. Ask yourself, how am I vibrating in relation to money? Am I open to receiving it? Do I trust that there's enough for me? By shifting your perspective and your energy, you will unlock the flow of abundance and watch as wealth and prosperity begin to show up in your life in unexpected and beautiful ways. One of the most critical aspects of attracting abundance into your life is not just thinking or visualizing wealth, but taking aligned action. Often, people assume that simply thinking positive thoughts or using affirmations is enough to manifest their desires. While these tools are valuable, they must be coupled with meaningful, focused actions that move you in the direction of your goals. This is where the magic happens. Aligned action is the bridge between the world of thoughts and the world of manifestation. Taking aligned action means doing things that are in harmony with your desires and your highest potential. It means doing what feels right, inspired, and true to your purpose, while still taking steps necessary to move forward. It's about showing up, taking responsibility, and doing the work, not out of desperation, but out of trust and belief in your journey. One of the most powerful examples of aligned action can be seen in the teachings of Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. Hill talked about the importance of having a definite plan and then following through with persistent, focused action. He argues that you must know exactly what you want, create a plan, and take action towards that plan with determination. Faith, persistence, and belief are what drive that action forward. Aligned action is never about forcing or pushing against the current. It's about flowing with the universe, allowing the path to unfold as you move in the right direction. In order to take aligned action, you first need to become clear about what you truly desire. It's not enough to just say, I want more money or I want success. You need to get specific about what that looks like for you. Do you want a new job? Do you want to start a business? Do you want financial freedom? Get clear on your goals and then determine the next steps. Each step should feel in alignment with your values, purpose, and vision for your life. The beauty of aligned action is that it works in both large and small ways. It doesn't require you to make drastic changes overnight. In fact, often the most powerful aligned actions are small, consistent steps that you take every day. If you want to attract wealth, for example, aligned action could be something as simple as starting a savings plan, investing in your education, or reaching out to people who can help you along the way. The key is that you are showing up and doing something that is directly linked to your goals, whether that action is big or small. Quantum physics supports this concept by explaining how the universe responds to energy. When you take action that is aligned with your desires, you send out a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. The universe will then respond by providing you with the resources, people, opportunities, and experiences that match that energy. It's like putting out a call into the vast unknown, and in return, the universe answers. When you take aligned action, you are essentially co-creating with the universe. You are not just waiting for things to happen, but actively participating in the process. And when you do this with the right mindset and the right energy, things begin to fall into place in ways that seem almost magical. The key to this co-creation process is trust. Trust that the action you are taking is leading you to where you need to be, even if you can't see the whole path right now. Trust that the universe is working with you, not against you. Taking aligned action is also a way of strengthening your belief system. When you take consistent steps toward your goals, you begin to prove to yourself that success is possible. It builds confidence, which in turn attracts even more abundance. The more you see the results of your aligned actions, the more you will believe that your goals are achievable, and the more likely you are to take even bigger and bolder actions. This creates a positive feedback loop that propels you forward. It's important to note that aligned action is not always about taking massive risks or making dramatic leaps. Sometimes, the most aligned action is about being patient and trusting the timing of the universe. Just because things aren't moving as quickly as you want them doesn't mean that they're not happening. There's a natural flow to life, and when you take aligned action, you are honoring that flow. Sometimes the right actions are simply the ones that allow you to learn and grow, preparing you for the next phase of your journey. The law of correspondence teaches that the outer world reflects your inner world. In other words, the actions you take on the outside are a reflection of the energy, mindset, and beliefs you hold on the inside. If you want to attract abundance, your external actions need to align with the internal vibration of abundance. Your mindset, your thoughts, and your emotions must be in harmony with your actions in order for them to be truly aligned. If your mind is full of doubt and fear, your actions will reflect that, and the universe will respond accordingly. But if your mind is filled with trust and clarity, your actions will be empowered, and the universe will provide opportunities that match that energy. A perfect example of aligned action in the context of abundance can be seen in the story of Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's journey to success wasn't easy, but she took consistent, aligned action at every step. She didn't just wait for things to happen. She created opportunities, trusted in her vision, and took bold action even when things were uncertain. Her belief in herself, combined with her determination and aligned actions, ultimately led to the creation of one of the most successful careers in television history. Aligned action is a process, not a one-time event. It is the ongoing work of showing up for yourself and your goals each day, taking consistent steps that are in line with your purpose and vision. The universe will not just hand you everything on a silver platter. You must act and believe. Trust that each step you take is bringing you closer to your goals, and keep moving forward with faith, knowing that the universe is working with you, not against you. Rituals are powerful tools for cultivating abundance because they provide structure and intention to our actions. They can transform the mundane into something meaningful, helping you align your energy and focus on your desires. Rituals create sacred moments in your day that are dedicated to your growth, prosperity, and well-being. They serve as a way to anchor your intentions and help you remain in a state of flow with the universe, setting you on a path toward a life of abundance. In many cultures, rituals have been used for centuries to manifest prosperity and abundance. Whether through prayer, meditation, or specific daily practices, these rituals are designed to create a deep connection with your highest self and with the universe. They align your energy with the vibration of wealth, allowing you to attract what you desire into your life. One of the most powerful rituals for prosperity is the ritual of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational frequencies you can embody. When you focus on what you are thankful for, you shift your energy from a state of lack to a state of abundance. By acknowledging the blessings you already have, you send out a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. This simple practice can be incredibly transformative. Deepak Chopra, one of the most respected voices in modern spiritual philosophy, often speaks about the importance of gratitude in manifesting abundance. According to Chopra, gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. By making gratitude a part of your daily ritual, you begin to create a life that is centered on abundance rather than scarcity. It shifts your focus, helping you to see opportunities and possibilities that were once invisible. Another important ritual for abundance is setting clear intentions every day. When you wake up in the morning, take a moment to clearly define what you want to manifest. This could be financial success, a new career opportunity, improved relationships, or personal growth. Write your intentions down, speak them aloud, or meditate on them. The act of setting an intention sends a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. It aligns your thoughts, emotion, and actions with the outcome you desire, allowing you to move through your day with purpose. Setting intentions works because it helps you to focus your energy on your desires. It's not just about wishing for something to happen. It's about aligning your actions with your intentions. Tony Robbins, one of the world's top motivational speakers, emphasizes the power of intention when he says, "Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible." By ritualizing your intention-setting process, you bring clarity and focus into your life. A third powerful ritual for attracting abundance is visualization. Visualization is the process of imagining yourself already living the life you want. It's not just about seeing a picture in your mind. It's about feeling what it would be like to have everything you desire. When you visualize, you engage all of your senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, so that your subconscious mind begins to accept your visualized reality as your current reality. Shakti Gawain, the author of Creative Visualization, explains that the key to successful visualization is to truly believe that your desires are already on their way. The more vividly you can imagine the details of your desired life, the more real it becomes. This practice helps to shift your energy and thought patterns toward abundance, and it sends out a clear message to the universe about what you are ready to receive. Incorporating affirmations into your daily ritual is another way to create prosperity in your life. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself in order to reinforce a desired belief or behavior. When you use affirmations, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind to believe that abundance is already yours. By affirming your worth, your ability to create wealth, and your readiness for success, You are shifting your vibration to match the frequency of abundance. One of the most effective affirmation practices is to say your affirmations aloud in the morning, preferably in front of a mirror. This creates a powerful connection between your conscious and subconscious minds, helping you to fully internalize the positive beliefs you are creating. You can also write your affirmations down and place them in places where you will see them throughout the day, such as on your desk or by your bedside table. It's important to remember that rituals don't need to be elaborate or time-consuming. The key is to make them consistent and meaningful. A simple ritual that you do every day is far more powerful than a complex ritual that you only do occasionally. The more you commit to these rituals, the more they become ingrained in your daily life, and the more they align you with the energy of abundance. Dr. Wayne Dyer, a well-known author and spiritual teacher, often spoke about the power of rituals. He said, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." Rituals allow you to change the way you see the world. They shift your perception from a state of lack and limitation to one of abundance and possibility. By incorporating daily rituals into your life, you create a sacred space for abundance to enter and thrive. A simple ritual for abundance can include lighting a candle and taking a few moments each morning to set your intentions, followed by a short meditation of gratitude and visualization. Or you could create a ritual around journaling, where you write down your goals, reflect on your progress, and express gratitude for blessings you have received. The key is consistency and intentionality. Lastly, self-care rituals also play a significant role in attracting prosperity. When you prioritize your well-being, you are sending a powerful message to the universe that you value yourself and are worthy of the abundance that is on its way. This could be a daily practice of yoga, taking a walk in nature, reading a book that inspires you, or even indulging in a relaxing bath. By nurturing yourself, you are creating a positive energy that aligns with prosperity. Remember, prosperity is not just about wealth. It's about living a life of balance, peace, and joy. Rituals help you cultivate these qualities in your life, creating a solid foundation for abundance to flow through every aspect of your existence. Your relationship with money is more than just an exchange of currency. It reflects your beliefs, emotions, and deep-seated thoughts about your worth and the world around you. Since childhood, we're bombarded with messages, whether explicit or implicit, about money. It's something you have to work hard for, it's difficult to come by, or it's a source of conflict and stress. These messages form the core of our beliefs, shaping how we relate to money throughout our lives. The question is, how do you transform these deeply ingrained beliefs into a more empowered, abundant relationship with money? The first step is awareness. Most people operate under financial stress or limitations simply because they haven't taken the time to understand the beliefs they hold about money. It's almost as though we've inherited a set of financial beliefs without ever questioning them. Do you believe that wealth is only for the lucky few? Do you see money as something to be feared or chased? Or do you see it as a tool for creating freedom, security, and opportunity? The first key to transformation lies in becoming aware of these beliefs and understanding how they shape your financial reality. Once you've identified your beliefs about money, the next step is to challenge them. Just because you were taught something doesn't mean it's true. Just because society says something doesn't make it fact. Take a moment and reflect on the idea that money itself is neutral. It's simply a medium of exchange, a tool. What truly matters is how you think and feel about it. Money, like everything else in life, responds to energy. And if you've been operated with limiting beliefs, then the energy you put out will attract financial struggle rather than abundance. One powerful way to shift your mindset is through affirmations. These are positive statements that, when repeated consistently, begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. By affirming that you are worthy of wealth, that abundance flows effortlessly into your life, and that you deserve to be financially free, you begin to align your thoughts and actions with prosperity. You're essentially telling the universe, I am open to receiving all the abundance it has to offer. And when you do this with belief, you begin to attract it. Along with affirmations, visualization is another incredibly effective tool. By visualizing yourself already living in abundance, seeing yourself paying off debt, living in your dream home, traveling the world, your brain starts to form new neural pathways. These pathways replace the old beliefs of scarcity with those of abundance. Visualization allows you to create a mental image of what you desire, and that image starts to feel real. The more you see it, the more it becomes possible. But what about the emotions tied to money? Many of us have deep-seated emotions connected to financial struggles or past financial mistakes. If we don't address these emotions, they can sabotage our efforts to attract wealth. Releasing these emotional blocks is essential for moving forward. This could involve forgiving yourself for past financial mistakes, letting go of the guilt or shame associated with money, or simply recognizing that your worth is not defined by your bank account. It's vital to remember that forgiveness is an essential part of this process. In the teachings of Abraham Hicks, they remind us that emotional freedom is a key to unlocking abundance. If we hold on to resentment, anger, or regret, we are creating resistance to the flow of prosperity. Letting go of these negative emotions and instead choosing to focus on gratitude for what we have now opens up the space for more abundance to enter our lives. This process allows us to create emotional space for wealth to flow freely without the heavy burden of emotional baggage. One of the biggest shifts you can make in your relationship with money is to take aligned action. It's not enough to think positively or visualize your goals. You must also act. This doesn't mean working yourself to exhaustion or taking desperate actions. It means taking steps toward your goals that feel aligned with your vision of prosperity. Whether it's starting a new business, asking for that raise, or simply learning how to manage your money better. These steps create momentum, and the universe responds to momentum. As Tony Robbins, one of the most renowned motivational speakers and financial strategists, says, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep and how much freedom you have. When you take aligned action, you begin to create the financial freedom you desire. It's about creating a sense of financial security that allows you to enjoy life, pursue your passions, and support others. And here's the thing. Taking inspired action isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about trusting your inner guidance. When you act with a sense of trust and belief that the universe is supporting you, you begin to see opportunities open up. Eckhart Tolle, in his book The Power of Now, reminds us that life takes care of itself. When you take action from a place of alignment and inner peace, the path to financial success becomes clearer. In all of this, remember that transforming your relationship with money is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Your beliefs and emotions will continue to evolve as you continue to take action, release old beliefs, and create new habits. Financial abundance is not a destination, it's a journey. And the more you commit to transforming your relationship with money, the more you will see it begin to flow effortlessly into your life. Now, as we wrap up this chapter, understand that you are not alone in this journey. You are part of a larger movement of individuals who are awakening to the truth that abundance is their birthright. As you continue to align your thoughts, belief, and actions with prosperity, you will see your life transform in ways you never imagined. Money is simply a tool to create the life you've always dreamed of, and you have the power to unlock that potential within you. In the next chapter, we'll dive into how to live a life of true abundance, bringing together everything we've learned so far and allowing it to be woven into the fabric of your daily existence. Get ready for the next step in this journey of growth, transformation, and limitless possibility. Living in abundance is not about having more stuff or more money. It's about a state of mind, a way of being, and a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from aligning with the flow of the universe. It's about recognizing that the universe is infinitely abundant and that you have access to that abundance at all times. Living in abundance is not a one-time event or something that you achieve once and then forget. It's a continuous process, a mindset that you cultivate every single day. At the core of living in abundance is gratitude. It's the recognition that you are already surrounded by abundance, whether it's in the form of relationships, opportunities, health, or love. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present. And when you focus on the abundance you already have, more abundance flows into your life. One of the most powerful things you can do to cultivate a mindset of abundance is to practice gratitude daily. This doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out or that your life is perfect. It means recognizing the small things that bring joy and value to your life, even in the midst of challenges. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the laughter of a friend, or the simple fact that you woke up this morning, each of these moments is an opportunity to affirm that you are abundant. As Deepak Chopra often teaches, gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can practice. When you express gratitude, you activate the law of attraction in your life. The more you appreciate what you have, the more you open yourself up to receiving even more. And the beautiful thing about gratitude is that it doesn't just help you attract more what you want. It also enhances your overall experience of life, creating a ripple effect of positivity that spreads to everyone around you. But living in abundance also requires an openness to receiving. Many people are great at giving, but they struggle with receiving, whether it's love, help, or even money. They believe they have to work hard for everything, or that they don't deserve the gifts that the universe is offering them. This mindset of scarcity prevents them from fully experiencing the flow of abundance that's available to them. Receiving abundance is not about being passive or lazy. It's about allowing yourself to be open to what is coming your way. It's about recognizing that the universe is always sending you opportunities and being willing to receive them with grace and gratitude. Whether it's a new opportunity at work, a gift from a friend, or even financial abundance, learning to receive is a crucial part of living in abundance. To live in abundance, you must also be willing to let go of old beliefs, old patterns, and old ways of thinking that no longer serve you. This may mean letting go of the belief that money doesn't grow on trees or that life is hard. These old stories only create resistance to the flow of abundance. When you release these limiting beliefs, you open yourself up to a new narrative, one where abundance is not something you have to chase, but something that flows effortlessly to you. This is where the art of trusting the process comes into play. The universe has a way of delivering exactly what you need, but it often requires you to trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. Just as a plant grows at its own pace, so too does your abundance unfold. It may not happen according to your timeline, but if you trust in the process, you'll find that everything you need is always there for you when the time is right. Living in abundance also involves generosity. While this may seem counterintuitive at first, the act of giving creates a flow of energy that circulates back to you. When you give freely, whether it's your time, your energy, your resources, or your love, you send a powerful message to the universe that you trust in its infinite abundance. Giving is not about depleting yourself. It's about sharing from a place of abundance, knowing that the more you give, the more you receive. Consider the concept of the circle of abundance. When you give freely, you are participating in an infinite exchange. What you give doesn't just disappear. It comes back to you multiplied in ways you cannot always predict. This is the principle of circulation. The energy you put out into the world, whether it's positive energy, acts of kindness, or even financial support, eventually comes back to you, often in ways that far exceed what you initially gave. In the law of circulation, Mahatma Gandhi said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Living in abundance doesn't mean hoarding or accumulating things. It means freely sharing the wealth you have in all its forms and trusting that the universe will bring more back to you in due time. Finally, living in abundance requires you to align with your purpose. When you live in alignment with your true calling, your life becomes infused with meaning and joy. You stop chasing external sources of validation or success, and instead, you focus on creating value, serving others, and following the path that brings you the most fulfillment. When you align with your purpose, abundance flows naturally because you are in tune with the energy of the universe, and you are living from a place of passion and authenticity. To live in abundance is to embrace the idea that life is happening for you, not to you. It's to believe that you are worthy of all the gifts the universe has to offer and to take action from a place of trust and faith. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about cultivating a mindset of gratitude, generosity, and trust. As you continue this journey, you'll find that abundance isn't something you have to chase. It's something that already exists within you, waiting to be discovered. As we close this chapter, remember that living in abundance is your birthright. It's available to you right now, in this very moment. All it takes is a shift in perspective, a willingness to trust the process, and the courage to let go of what no longer serves you. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to take inspired action that aligns with your abundant mindset, allowing you to step into the next phase of your financial and personal growth.